If you ever feel the need to visit an abandoned church in the dead of night, my first advice would be not to. But you're a stubborn one, aren't you? So you're going to do it anyway. Fine. But let me give you some advice to survive the night. First of all, it's clear that if you're there, you are either a thrill seeker or trying to complete some mystical, creepy ritual. Or both. In either case, the key word here is cautiousness. If at any point you feel shivers begin running up and down your body, or get goosebumps, or worse still, feel someone staring at you from the shadows, get out. I'm serious. Whatever you're looking for there isn't worth your life. Another word of caution. Don't enter the confessional. Whatever is hiding in there is not a priest, and to be perfectly honest, it may not even be a human being. If you feel the urge to confess all of a sudden, reevaluate your life choices and wait till the daytime. Also, visit an official church and not one abandoned decades ago. If you do step into the confessionary and begin speaking to the voice behind the grilled wall, don't believe a word he says. He is a liar, a manipulator, and his intentions far from kind. Now, there might be wine waiting for you at the altar. Drinking it would be a monumentally bad idea. It will taste divine, yes, but at what cost? Don't forget to leave somewhere between midnight and dawn. Whatever is lurking there will be happy to keep you as their guest for far longer than you wish to stay, unless you follow this rule. The altar is the ideal place to kneel down and pray, but beware chatting with other penitents that might be asking the inevitably inverted cross for otherworldly favors. They might be human, yes, foolish enough to be there, just like you. But they might be the same kind of creature that lurks inside the confessionary. And finally, before you leave, I might have lied to you in these instructions. Only once. It's up to you to figure out what advice you shouldn't follow. Your life could very well depend on it. She was walking halfway down the block when she heard the cries for help. High above her, dangling precariously from the roof of the apartment complex, was a woman. A single street lamp's weak yellow illumination highlighted another silhouette struggling with her, fighting to push her off the roof. The woman was inches away from falling to her death. She looked around the empty, darkened streets. There'd be no one else awake at this hour. The apartments here are mostly abandoned, and phoning for the police would take too long. She had to act now. Making a mad dash for the fire escape, she circled to the side of the building and sprinted up the stairs in a panic. Her footsteps slamming against the hard steel echoed through the cold night air. But as she finally emerged onto the rooftop, the sound of a body tearing through air and plummeting downwards stopped her in her tracks. The woman had fallen from the roof, and a sickening, dull thud followed seconds after. "Why did you do that?" Her voice quivered, tears blurred her vision. The assailant turned to her with panic-stricken eyes and sheer horror painting his pallid face. He slowly inched away from her towards the edge of the roof. He mouthed something incomprehensible before stumbling off the roof as well. She tried to reach for him, but her fingers closed on nothing, and he fell into the darkness beneath. Suddenly, footsteps came up behind her from the fire escape. She spun around to see the very same man. panting from climbing the building. "Why did you do that?" he demanded, before tackling her to the ground. They struggled until she felt the concrete beneath her give way to the howling wind and gravity. Before she knew it, she was dangling from the roof of the building. She searched the streets for any hope with frenzied eyes and saw the silhouette of a woman pass by. She screamed out to the woman, begging for help. As the hurried footsteps of the woman echoed up the fire escape, the man's grasp on her shirt slipped and she fell from the dizzying height. The wind rushed past her, enveloped her, and brought her down to the ground. He was halfway down the block when he saw a man plummet to his death. From above the building, a woman's silhouette stood. Fear and bile rose in his throat, and he sprinted for the fire escape stairs.